You cried at a car commercial last week. Not even a sad one, just a dog waiting at a window. Someone has told you, at least once in your life, that you're too sensitive. Maybe a friend laughed when you teared up at a movie scene she didn't even notice. Maybe an ex sighed and said, "Why is everything such a big deal with you?" Maybe a boss told you, "Don't take it personally." You tried, you really tried, to toughen up, to not let things in, to grow that thicker skin everyone keeps recommending like it's a free product. It didn't work. Here's the part nobody told you. You're probably not too sensitive. You might be a highly sensitive person, HSP, a real, measurable trait found in about 1 in 5 brains on this planet, and in over 100 animal species, including fruit flies, dogs, and primates. Today, I'm painting 5 signs you're not just emotional, you're highly sensitive. By the end of this video, a lot of weird things about your life will finally make sense. First, let's clear up the biggest mix-up. Emotional and highly sensitive sound like the same thing. They are not. Emotional means you have strong feelings when something happens. Highly sensitive means your brain processes everything more deeply. Sounds, lights, other people's moods, a sentence in a book, the way a stranger held a door open, all of it gets turned up. All of it gets processed harder. One is a reaction, the other is the entire wiring. In 1996, a psychologist named Elaine Aron gave this trait a real, scientific name: sensory processing sensitivity. fMRI brain scans have since confirmed it. HSP brains literally show more activation in regions tied to deep processing and empathy. Your brain isn't broken. It just shipped with bigger antennas. Here are 5 signs your antennas are picking up things everyone else's are missing. Sig has hone. Loud restaurants wreck you. You go out to dinner with 6 friends. The restaurant is packed. Music is loud. There are 2 TVs playing different sports. A baby is crying somewhere. Everyone at your table is talking at the same time. 90 minutes later, you walk through your front door. You drop your bag. You sit on the floor with your shoes still on. You don't speak for 30 minutes. Your partner says, "Are you mad?" You're not mad. You're not sick. You're not introvert tired. You are processing. Because here's what actually happened in there. While other people were having dinner, your brain was running. The 6 conversations at your table. The 4 facial expressions cycling across each person's face every minute. The smell of the seafood at the table behind you. The waiter who dropped a glass 3 tables over. The unspoken tension between 2 strangers across the room. That song from middle school playing faintly through the ceiling speakers. Other people went to dinner. You took the whole restaurant home with you. Research by Elaine Aron and her team shows HSP brains process around 30% more incoming stimuli than average. You weren't running 12 mental tabs. You were running 47. And your laptop just got back to your apartment and needs to cool down. You're not antisocial. You just took the whole restaurant home in your head. Sign #2. You cry at TV commercials. Insurance commercial. A golden retriever waits at a window. You're crying. Pixar movie, not even the sad part. Just a side character smiling at someone they love. You're crying. A coworker mentions her grandmother who passed away. You never met her grandmother. You don't even know her grandmother's name. You're crying. You stare up at the ceiling like, seriously, brain? In the break room? Now? Here's what's happening. You're not weak. You're not dramatic. Your brain is living the emotion alongside the thing on the screen. In 2014, a researcher named Bianca Acevedo ran a study using fMRI brain scans. She showed HSPs and non-HSPs photos of people they loved and photos of total strangers showing strong emotion. In HSPs, the insula and the mirror neuron system lit up nearly twice as bright as everyone else. Mirror neurons are the part of your brain that lets you feel what other people are feeling. They're how empathy works at a biological level, and in your brain, they're cranked up to 11. So when you watch the dog at the window, you're not watching the commercial. Your brain is sitting at that window with the dog. You're not crying at a commercial. You're crying with it. Sign #3. Tags, textures, and tiny sounds drive you crazy. You have cut the tag out of every single shirt you own. Some shirts had 3 tags, all gone. The collar is hanging on by a thread, but no foreign object shall touch your neck. This is non-negotiable. You've also been known to leave a store mid-shopping because someone, somewhere, is clicking a pen. Click, click, click. Your friend is talking to you. You can see her mouth moving. You cannot hear a single word. 100% of your brain is now devoted to not turning around and eating that pen. Or you found the perfect sweater, soft color, cute fit, itchy, you will not wear it, doesn't matter how cute, the relationship is over. This isn't being picky. Your nervous system has something neuroscientists call low sensory gating. Most people's brains have a built-in filter. It quietly throws away things like tags, ticking clocks, fluorescent hum, and pen clicks. Their brain decides, not important. Don't bother her with this. Your brain doesn't have that filter. Or it has one, but it's shipped without the off switch, so everything comes in. All of it. At full volume, all the time. Some HSPs even have misophonia, actual rage at chewing or breathing sounds. It's a real, measurable thing. You're not crazy. You're just turned all the way up. You're not picky. Your filter just shipped without the off switch. Sign #4. You feel the mood of a room before anyone speaks. You walk through the front door. Your partner is in the kitchen, back to you, stirring something on the stove. They haven't said a word. And you know. Something's off today. You don't know what. They didn't turn around. They didn't sigh. They didn't slam anything. But the way they're holding the spoon, the angle of their shoulders, the energy in the room. You read an entire chapter from the back of someone's neck. Or you walk into a meeting. 5 people are chatting, laughing. Everything looks normal. But you can feel it, there's something unsaid between 2 of them. 30 minutes later, it slips out. You were right. People call this intuition, or they call you paranoid, or reading too much into things. Science calls it subliminal cue detection. Your brain is picking up microexpressions, tiny half-second muscle twitches on someone's face, shifts in tone, posture changes, breath patterns, things that happen so fast, most brains don't even register them. Yours does, all of them. At the same time, the catch? You can't turn it off. You feel every mood in every room, even the ones you'd really, really rather not. You're not paranoid. You're picking up the Wi-Fi everyone else can't see. Sign #5 criticism lands like a punch. Your boss says, the intro could be a little stronger. That's it. That's the whole sentence. It's normal feedback. It's good feedback. It's literally her job to say things like this. You smile. You nod. You say, sure, I'll take another pass. You go home. You can't stop thinking about it. By 8 p.m., you're rewriting your entire career plan. By 11 p.m., you're wondering if you should switch industries. By 2 a.m., you're staring at the ceiling asking, am I even good at anything? She said one sentence about one paragraph of one document. Or your friend texts back, yeah, it's fine. That period at the end, was it angry? Was it tired? Did you do something? You spend the next 4 days reading and rereading the message like it's an ancient prophecy. Other people get feedback and think, okay, I'll do better next time. You get feedback and your entire sense of self goes on trial. Here's why. HSPs have what scientists call deeper processing. Your brain doesn't just hear what someone says, it runs the sentence through layer after layer. Tone, context, their mood that day, the history between you, what they didn't say, what they meant, what it might mean next. A small comment to other people is a single sentence. In your brain, it becomes a 47-page essay with footnotes. The worst part? Your brain can't tell the difference between a tiny critique and a real threat. It processes both at the same depth. So the intro could be stronger, gets the same brain weight as a tiger's in the room. You're not too sensitive to criticism. Your brain just runs every comment through a 4-7-step analysis. Okay, here's where most videos about HSPs get this completely wrong. Some of them tell you, you're a magical empath unicorn. It's a superpower. Others tell you, this is a problem. You need to fix it. Both are wrong. Being highly sensitive isn't a superpower. It isn't a flaw. It isn't a disorder. It's an ancient survival strategy. Biologists have studied this trait in over 100 species, from fruit flies to fish to dogs to primates. And in nearly every species, they find the same thing: two groups. There are rovers they explore, try everything, take the risk, move fast. And there are sitters they observe, process first, move only when they're sure. About 80% of any species are rovers. About 20% are sitters. Both groups are necessary. Species that have both survive longer. The rovers find the food. The sitters spot the predator. Together, the tribe lives. You are a sitter. You are not too much. You are not broken. You are running a piece of biological firmware that has been on this planet for 500 million years. The only real problem? The modern world was designed by rovers, for rovers. Open plan offices, notifications, fluorescent lights, surprise phone calls, group projects. Your nervous system isn't malfunctioning. It's just running on an operating system most of the world has forgotten exists. You're not too much. You're running rare firmware in a world built for the common version. So you don't need to toughen up. You don't need to stop being so sensitive. You need to stop trying to be a rover when you were born a sitter. Here's the one thing that changes everything. The next time someone tells you, you're too sensitive, don't argue. Don't apologize. Don't try to explain. Just say, in your head, if not out loud, my nervous system processes more input than yours. That's not a flaw. That's the design. That isn't an excuse. That's biology. And here's what nobody tells you about being sensitive. The same antenna that picks up the annoying tag in your shirt also picks up the light on a Tuesday afternoon that nobody else noticed. The same nervous system that cries at a commercial also feels music 3 layers deeper. The same brain that suffers in a loud restaurant also tastes a really good meal 4 times brighter. Your sensitivity isn't a tax you pay. It's a trade. You feel everything more, both ways. Your weird brain isn't too much. It's just tuned to a higher frequency. Painted simple. If you ticked more than 3 signs in this video, welcome to the 20%. You're in extremely good company. There's a quiet club of us out here, taking off our shoes after dinner parties, cutting tags out of shirts, crying at dog commercials. We've been waiting for you. Subscribe to Painted Brain. Every week, I take one weird thing your brain does and paint it simple. The next video might explain something else you've been quietly blaming yourself for your entire life. I'll see you in the next one.